Social media has been one of the biggest influences on the way people communicate in recent times. Websites and applications such as Facebook, Pinterest, and Twitter have taken over our computers, tablets, cell phones, and have influenced an entire generation's way of thinking. But how much is too much? Social media has had a clear overtaking on modern-day society, and though it is incredibly popular, it is rapidly becoming the only means of conversation between people, and the concept of personal interaction is becoming extinct. Back in May of 1985, AOL was founded. America Online, or AOL for short, was created by Steve Case, Mark Serif, and Jim Kimsey. AOL came around during the early days of the internet and quickly became a pioneer. Having a global following on a global network, it is safe to say that AOL, at the time, was the best thing since sliced bread. But it doesn't stop there. In 1997, AOL Instant Messenger was created. Instant Messenger was just that. Users could quickly type messages to anyone, near and far, and get a message back. At its peak, AOL reached 26.7 million subscribers in the United States and about 35 million subscribers worldwide in late 2002. But what if I told you that AOL wasn't the first to harvest the idea of online communication? Created in 1971 by Ray Tomlinson, email was the first type of electronic communication. America Online's Instant Messenger was a remix of Tomlinson's email. Since it already had a huge following, AOL simply created a quicker format of email, one that came with a chat box and few personalization options. During the time that AOL was popular, it was used to carry on conversations, but was never intended to replace personal interaction. Needless to say, as time progressed, something bigger came into play. As AOL began its decline, another website came along that would completely change the way we interact with one another. MySpace was created by Cal Berkeley alumni Tom Anderson and Chris DeWolf in August of 2003. MySpace was incredibly popular and it stuck around for a long time. Hitting its peak of 75.9 million users in 2008, it was the greatest thing since AOL. However, MySpace was a remix of AOL Instant Messenger. Along with the ability to quickly send messages to friends, MySpace gave people a stronger sense of customization. Users were given the ability to create a page, a whole digital board that consisted of things that showed off their personality. If your MySpace page was anything like mine, you probably had a pretty corny music selection, some random gifs here and there, and a background of Tyra Banks in a bikini. But even MySpace had its flaws. Not only were there multiple issues regarding its sense of security, but it started to become addicting. Its users started to develop and end relationships online, which in turn started to destroy the personal communication ties between people. And it didn't stop there. During the decline of MySpace, two more websites were created. Facebook and Twitter were, and still are, the leaders of the social media world. Facebook, created in 2004 by Mark Zuckerberg, and Twitter, made in 2006 by Jack Dorsey, were both remixes in their own way of MySpace. Facebook offered a more sophisticated, simplistic look to reach out to a larger audience, as well as introduced a privacy feature, allowing its users to limit what others see on their profiles if they weren't in that person's friends list. Twitter, on the other hand, emphasized on MySpace and Facebook's idea of having a message board that people can share posts, pictures, and videos to with a large mass of people, or followers, at one time. Unlike MySpace, Facebook and Twitter were born in a digital era, where smartphones were living in everybody's pockets and apps became a worldwide phenomenon. Being born in a wireless digital era, Facebook and Twitter became very easily accessible to the entire world, and with a combined total of 2.18 billion users worldwide, it is obvious that the two combined are damn near impossible to ignore. So what does all of this have in common? Well, a lot. Each website had elements to it that separated it from the others that were similar to it. However, each one is a remix of the others. What started as a message soon became profiles, and what started as profiles soon became the easiest way to send and receive information across the world. Through the process of remixing, they have each played a role in shaping society today. But in the wake of all the advances, we have began losing the way we communicate personally, sharing personal thoughts, feelings, and beliefs with others in an effort to gain attention, instead of speaking about it directly to those around. Though there are no problems with remix and remixing itself, let's keep in mind the consequences we suffered and are still suffering with today.